Number 2, congruent triangles. If two triangles are congruent, all the corresponding pairs of sides and angles are equal. So let's say triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Then angle A is equal to angle D, and angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. And also the sides, corresponding sides, side AB is equal to side DE. This side is equal to this. Side BC is equal to side EF. BC is equal to EF. Also side AC is equal to side DF. AC is equal to DF. Okay? Conversely, we can say that if all pairs of corresponding sides and angles of two triangles are equal, then we can conclude that two triangles are congruent. Okay? All right, number 2, CP-CTC. CP-CTC means corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent, which means when these two triangles are congruent, corresponding parts, angle A, D, they are congruent, B, E congruent, C, F congruent. Also the size, AB is congruent to DF, BC is congruent to EF, AC is congruent to DF. Number 3, conditions for congruent triangles. Number 1, we have SSS congruence. S stands for the side of the triangle. So if all three sides of one triangle are congruent to corresponding sides of another triangle, then we say that these two triangles are congruent by SSS congruence. Okay? Number 2 is SAS congruence. Side, A stands for angle. So side, angle, side. So when two triangles have two congruent sides and one congruent angle, then we say that these two triangles are congruent by SAS congruence. Okay, but it has to be in this order: side, angle, side. So side, angle right here, side. Okay, so they are congruent by SAS congruence. Okay. Number 3 is ASA congruence. When two triangles have two congruent angles and one congruent side, then we say that these two triangles are congruent by ASA congruence. So in this figure, this angle right here, this angle right here, they are congruent. This side congruent. This angle congruent, right? It has to be in this order. Then these two triangles are congruent by ASA congruence. Okay. Number 4, AAS congruence. This means angle, angle, side, right? In this order. So angle, angle, side. Then these two triangles are congruent by AAS congruence. Number 5, HL congruence in a right triangle. In two right triangles, if H, hypotenuses are congruent, and L, one of the two legs is congruent, then we say that these two right triangles are congruent. So hypotenuse right here and one of two legs. Let's say this leg is congruent to this leg, then we say that these two right triangles are congruent by HL congruence. Now let's try example 1-1. If triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR, the question is to find each of the following. So we have two triangles congruent to each other, right? Then that means angle A is congruent to angle P, right? So angle A is congruent to angle P. Angle B is congruent to angle Q. So angle B is congruent to angle Q. And angle C is congruent to angle R. So angle C is congruent to angle R. Corresponding angles, right? Let's look at sides. Side AB is congruent to PQ. Side BC is congruent to side QR. Side AC is congruent to side PR, right? So AB is congruent to PQ and BC is congruent to QR and AC is congruent to PR right here, right? So number one, we have to find angle A and angle Q, right? So angle A is equal to, here this angle is congruent to this angle right here. So that's a 65, right? Angle Q is congruent to angle B, right? Here we now know that the angle A is 65, right? 65. So angle B, here angle B is equal to, we know the sum of three angles in a triangle is 180, right? So angle B must be equal to 180 minus these two angles. Does that make sense? 180 minus angle A, 65, minus angle C, 40, right? So 180 minus 105, that's going to be 75. So angle B is 75. And we also know that angle B is congruent to angle Q. So angle Q is equal to, is equal to angle B, and that is equal to 75 degrees, right? Okay, number two, side AC. AC is congruent to this side right here. So that's 10, right? So side AC is equal to 10. And QR is right here. And QR is congruent to BA, right? So that's going to be equal to 5. So QR, side QR is equal to 5, right? Example 1-2. Given side AO is congruent to side CO and BO is congruent to DO, the question is to prove that this triangle right here, triangle ABO, is congruent to triangle CDO, right? We're going to write two-column proof. Okay, statement. We always start with the given. So number one, given was AO is congruent CO, and we have a BO is congruent DO. They're all given, right? So given. Number two, when we look at this triangle right here, and this triangle right here. Here we have intersecting point, right? Intersection of these two segments, right? So we know that this angle right here is congruent to this angle right here. They're vertical angles, right? We learned in chapter 2. So we can say that angle BOA is congruent to angle DOC, right? Reasons, because they're vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent, right? Okay, so here, this side is congruent to this side. This side is congruent to this side. This angle is congruent to this angle. So by side, angle side, side, angle side, we can conclude that these two triangles are congruent, right? So we can conclude that triangle ABO is congruent, triangle CDO. The reason, by SAS congruence, right?